Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Prize Picks video. This one we're talking about Thursday night football. We got the Eagles and Commanders, two of the top two teams here. Should be a good one. Expecting a high scoring and close matchup in this one. And we have 4 picks in the video for you to consider, so stay tuned to hear all 4. Join up in the Dynamo private Discord. We've been crushing these single game NFL slates, and we have a bunch of cappers posting just their top and favorite picks. You could see Monday Night Football hit this 4-pick slip. Another single game NFL hit this. $20 to win 168. Also, a previous Monday night, we went 11-4 between all the cappers in Dynamo with our picks, and we can just go through here and see all the big hits from these single game slates. It's less than $1 per day, or less than winning just a $5 3-pick slip on Prizepicks, and it's a perfect time to join up because we got NFL and NBA every day. We're also partnering with Prop Projections this NFL and NBA season. You could join up for free. They're sending out their projections for every prop on Prizepicks for this game. So just follow them for free on Patreon. If you like their projections and their projection spreadsheets, you can buy any of them for $3 each, or you could sign up for just $14 a month and get them all. They basically post every day because there's NBA almost every day, and then you got NFL as well. So you guys saw some of the big wins with the NFL single game slates. We've also been crushing NBA and NHL and college football, and you guys saw some of the streaks have been going on too. So we'll see you guys over in the Discord. Now let's get into the picks for this one. Starting out with Philadelphia, we are going to go to Saquon Barkley. Barkley just in a great spot here. The rushing line is high at 93.5, but definitely one that he can hit. He's been hitting it in most games this year, especially in the close ones, so I like Barkley in a great spot here. It has been hard to throw on the Commanders this year, but running has been effective for them. So I do think it's going to be a high-scoring one where both teams are going to have success in the pass and run game, but this high line for Barkley versus a team that gives up a lot of rushing yards does not scare me away. So I'm going to go to him here at 93.5. Looking at Barkley over on Outlier, we could see that this line here is one he's hit in 6 of 9 games. Didn't hit it last week because they absolutely were blowing out the Cowboys. Also didn't hit it versus Cleveland. It was a tough rush defense for versus Tampa Bay, where they got more than doubled up here, and he just wasn't getting the carries. So that game, he saw 10 carries. Last game, just 14. Every other game besides that has seen 17 or more carries. And in all those games, except for that Cleveland game, he hit the over on this. You can also see Washington rushing yards defense, 28th in the league, giving up over 142 rushing yards per game. So this one, in a close one, should be an ideal spot here for Saquon Barkley. Should be able to get loose and have a big day. So liking Saquon here. And the Eagles are 3.5-point favorites, so it could be used to milk the clock a little bit as well if they're up late in this game. Next one we're going to go to is Jalen Hurts here. I just think this line is lower than we've seen on other sportsbooks at 221.5, and a line that he's been hitting in these close games as well. So I think it's going to be a close, high-scoring game here. Both offenses are going to have a good day. So that's how I'm building out this slip here at an early look at this one. So going to go to Jalen Hurts here over on the 221.5. So first off, I use this tool, OddsJam. You can check them out down below. They have a free trial. Basically what they do is compare lines on Prizepicks and other betting sites like Underdog, Parlay Play to what other sportsbooks have it at. So Jalen Hurts at 221.5 right now. FanDuel has it at 224, even 226 on a handful of sites like Caesars and Pinnacle. So a lot of sports books have this one higher. That's the first reason I'm liking this for Hurts. Secondly here, this is one that he's hit in 5 of 9 games. And we can see kind of a similar trend to Saquon. So in that last game, when they absolutely blew out Dallas, didn't have to throw for that many yards, and then versus Tampa Bay where they got more than doubled up, obviously didn't have a good game in that one. If you take those two out, it's really a 5 of 7 hit rate on the season, so he's been pretty effective in the passing game, and you can see all these games with 230 and above in 5 of the games. Going back to last year, this was a 50% hit rate as well, and in their wins, it was a 55% hit rate. I also mentioned Parlay Play, and if you guys are not playing over there, you have to be if you're on Prizepicks and Underdog. It's going to be very similar, but they have a ton of slash lines and promos. If you just sign up, don't even have to put in your banking information or deposit. You get $5 to play with. This is what I did with my free $5. Put it on a slash neighbors line and Brandon Aubrey 1.5 field goals for a 3x. And then just this past week, they had a Daniel Jones free square over a half passing yards. And I took a Brandon Miller slash line for nearly a 3x for another easy win over on Parlay Play. So you'll get those promos and deals on parlay play, the free $5. And if you want to deposit after that, which you should because they have a ton of promos like this, you're going to get a 100% deposit match. So check them out with the link down below as well. All right, now let's move on to the Commanders for this game. Going to go to Jaden Daniels on his passing yards at 226.5. For Daniels, you could see that this was a line he was absolutely smashing earlier in the year. Overall, he's hit it in 6 of 10 games. You can't count the Carolina game, though, because he left in the first quarter. Last two, just 209 and 202. Expecting a bounce-back game for him in this one. He was smashing this earlier in the season, and I think in this game, they could possibly be down, and he's going to have to be throwing a good amount, or even in a close one where it's going to be back and forth. In a primetime game, I expect him to show up for this one in a big way, have a big game in this one. And with Jalen Daniels, going to be pairing him with Terry McLaurin in here, his favorite wide receiver target. He's been a big play threat, but I think they're going to target him even more in this one. 62.5 receiving yards, definitely a line he can hit, especially if we get Jalen Daniels hitting this over at 226.5. Most likely he's going to go hand in hand here with McLaurin. Should be in line for a good amount of targets and catches in this one. Around 4 or 5 catches would be like all McLaurin should need because he is that big play threat. So I like going to him with the combination with Daniels. Looking at Terry McLaurin, he's had a great connection with Jaden Daniels this year. We've seen a slow start for him, 17 and 22. Since then, he's hit this in 5 of 8 games, including 113 receiving yards in the last one. A dud game here against the Giants, but then before that, 125, before that, 98. Tough matchup versus Baltimore, only 53. Came back with 112 here versus the Browns, so can do it in tough matchups as well, like Cleveland, Pittsburgh, Cincinnati. Some of the tougher matchups, but he should be able to have a good day here if Jaden Daniels is having a good one. You can also see Philly has a good receiving defense, but against wide receivers, they give up a bit more here, over 126 yards per game. So where they can attack this Philly defense in the passing game is going to be the receivers, not so much the tight ends, running backs. And you know that Jaden Daniels loves to throw to McLaurin, so I like this pairing here for a good stack for the Commanders. And if you guys want more picks for this game, plus all other sports, you could see some big hits we posted in the Dynamo private Discord. I'm just one capper over there. I'll post more picks for this game, plus we got NBA every day, NHL and college football we've been crushing too. You can see some of these single game slates we've been hitting. Prizepicks and Underdog, a big slip here, 20 to win 168. Went 11-4 with the previous Monday Night Football with all the cappers in the Discord. And you can see some cappers in their channels posting some winning slips in all sports here, NFL, NBA combo slips. Some big wins in single game slips, 200 to win 1,250. Another private Discord member here hitting an NFL, NBA combo from Monday Night Football using some of our picks. So definitely check it out. It's less than $1 per day, or less than winning just a $5 3-pick slip on Prizepicks. So you guys saw some of the big wins. If we can help you do that, definitely going to be worth it. Also, check out our partner Prop Projections for free. You just have to join up on their Patreon for free. They're going to be sending out their projection spreadsheet that has every single Prizepicks line and their projections for it for this game. And then if you want to continue after that, it's just going to be $14 a month. They post almost daily between the NBA and the NFL, or you can get any one of the spreadsheets that you want down below here for just $3. So you guys saw all the big hits, some of the winning streaks that we've been going on in the private Discord, so we'll see you guys over there. Lock in for the NFL and NBA season, and you have to be on parlay play here. You guys saw some of the winning slips that I've been using over there on their slash lines and promos.